All right, we're back again doing metric conversions. This time we're going to look at two-step problems where you have to convert through the base unit to get to your final answer. And this is going to be good practice for just doing dimensional analysis in general, because a lot of times we use more than one step. So let's take a look at this problem we've got. We're converting 5.2 kilometers to centimeters, which at first glance seems very similar to what we've done already. So let's go 5.2 kilometers. I'm going to multiply that by my unit ratio, and I know I need to cancel out my kilometers on the bottom here. But here's the problem. When I come over to my chart, I have kilometers and I have centimeters, but I have to go through the base unit to get from one to the other. Because remember, these numbers here, like that 1/100th or that 1,000, that is reference to the base unit. There's 1,000 base units in a kilometer. There's 100 centimeters in the base unit meters. So that only applies to the base unit. So we need a middleman here to convert between the two. I don't know how many centimeters in a kilometer. I do know how many centimeters are in a meter. Again, I don't know how many kilometers are in a centimeter. I do know how many meters are in a kilometer. So we're going to use what we do know. So that means I need to go through the base unit, which is meter. Centimeters, kilometers, base unit is meter. And again, I'm going to look here. I see that there's 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. Remember, this is your big side of your metric units. This is your small side. So my kilometer is really big, which means there's lots of meters in a kilometer. 1,000 meters for every 1 kilometer. Okay, so I've got the first part done. I could just keep going. So I don't need to stop and do any math right now. I'm just going to keep writing out my steps, because I know I'm not done. I know I need to go from meters to my final, what I'm looking for, centimeters. So notice how I put meters on the bottom here, because I need them to cancel out. Top and bottom cancel out. Whatever I have right here, that's my end unit that I want. My end unit I want is centimeters. And again, I go and look at my chart and I see there's 100 centimeters, oops, not 1,000, 100 centimeters for every 1 meter. And now I can just go through and do my math. And remember, when you put this in your calculator, whenever you see a fraction, just stick some parentheses in there. That's always going to make your life easier. You don't have to worry about messing anything up. So I'm doing 5.2 kilometers times 1,000. So that's going to give us 5,200 kilometers times another 100. So our end answer there we have 520,000 centimeters. So when we convert 5.2 kilometers to centimeters, it's 520,000 centimeters. Let's try one go in the other direction, but it's the same process. So again, in this case, we are given 2,670 milligrams. We want to go 2 kilograms. So I start with what I'm given, 2,670 milligrams, and I know I want milligrams on the bottom, because milligrams and milligrams need to cancel. I don't know how to get from milligrams to kilograms, so I need to go through the base unit. The base unit of milligrams to kilograms, grams. So I'm going to use my grams. I know from my chart that, the highlighter on there are 1,000 milligrams in 1 kilogram. Or 1 gram, sorry, 1,000 milligrams in 1 gram. So to go from milligrams to grams, my number is going to end up smaller because milligrams are really tiny and grams are bigger. And now I can cancel out my grams and go to my end unit I want, which is those kilograms. And again, I can look at my chart, and I know there's 1,000 of my base unit, 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. You see, this one looks kind of opposite to the one we did before, because now my big numbers are on the bottom, which means I'm dividing. So my numbers should get smaller, because milligrams are really tiny, and I'm going to a really big kilogram. So it makes sense that my end number is going to be pretty small. So I divide by 1,000, and I would get 2.670 grams, and then I would divide by 1,000 again, which gives me 0.00670. Though really, if I was using my sig figs appropriately, I would not include that last zero because it's just a placeholder. So 0.00267, we always need that unit, kilograms. That's how you do a two-step metric conversion.